Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, original, chapter number 4, text number 8. Jnana Yoga. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashayasya dushkridam dharma samsthavanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Here Krishna tells Paritranaya, to deliver, is sadhuna, the saintly people. Vinashesha dushkridam, those who are opposing that or disturbing these sadhus and the philosophy. I destroy them. Then dharma samsthavanarthaya, I would re-establish the old system, which is the Sanatana Dharma. Consists of Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Intellectual class, administrative class, farmers, agriculturalists, and the labor class. These four classes are necessary in this world. Even if we lose one of them, the society cannot function perfectly or even properly. Sambhavami yuge yuge. In order to establish these religious principles, I descend every millennium after millennium, Krishna says. Now, one may ask a question to Krishna, then why do you have to come to this filthy world, my Lord? There are Brahma Rishis, there are Raja Rishis. Raja Rishis are the orthodox follower of religious system, perfect administrators. The administrators who do their administration according to the scriptural injunctions. These members can become little heavy on the citizens and re-establish the religious principles and make everybody on the same page. But Krishna says that is true. But that is not the point here. The point here is the Dushkridis, the Rakshasa kind of administrators, they have gone to certain extreme. I am being the orchestrator of the creation. The total responsibility lays on me. Therefore, it became imperative for me to advent in this world. Just like when there are problems in the state, most of the time the governor reports to the president or prime minister of the nation. Though externally you see the governors are, especially in India, not so much active like the chief ministers, but they are closely watching everything, how the state is run by the chief minister. So the governor, although it seems silent, but he is closely watching this chief minister and other administrators under him, how they are performing. Accordingly, he reports to the prime minister or the federal government, central government. So exactly like that, there was a time when Bhumi Devi were petrified by these demoniac classes of administrators. And she could not take it anymore. She could stop the supply of food and grains, water supplies, the natural resources the people obtain from the nature. She could just withdraw, but Krishna hasn't given that permission to her, because the Lord's appearance time has come once in 862 crores of years. The Lord has set his plan to descend in this world, as we mentioned, to reclaim the living entities back to the spiritual world. And this is like the bonus appearance. In all other ages, Krishna appears here in his expanded forms, not in the original form. In original form, the Lord advented 5,000 years ago. Here, the Lord says, yes, the Raja Rishis and Brahma Rishis, their physical strength and mystical strength is not enough to subdue these demons who are human beings, not demon class, but they are all human beings adopted the quality of demons. Because of that, they began to harass the sadhus. Sadhus means devotees of Krishna. It not necessarily the sadhus are judged according to their dress and hair. No, those who follow the principles given by the Lord. It doesn't matter. He can be a grihastha, he can be a brahmachari, he can be a vanaprastha, he can be a sannyasi. But follow the injunctions of the Lord. That is what the devotee means. The mixed devotee again get human birth according to his performance of devotional service. Then they continue from there. So here Krishna descends to protect these devotees. There is no question of bad thing happens to good people or good things happen to bad people. These all because of the karmic reactions and the desires that we have developed in our past life or previous year or number of years. So all these desires gets fulfilled, whether it is good or bad. When you perform sinful activities, then like abortions and killing children, killing people, killing innocent animals, so you were brought to a place where there will be massacre. Just like we are seeing the modern wars, they are not fighting to re-establish the religious principles. They are fighting for a piece of land. It is my land, it is your land. Actually, everything is belong to God. The entire earth planet was there right after the creation. The land is still there. But these lands take different names when centuries and administrators and people actually changes. But land is there. Therefore Krishna says, Isho Vasham Idam Sarvam Yat Kinja Jagatyam Jagat. Everything is owned and controlled by the Supreme Lord. These people, based on their little bit sense gratification, they are killing people like killing the bugs. It is not actually necessary. First of all, this fanaticism, religion without philosophy, causes so much trouble in the human society. Nobody is seeing God through pure scientific vision or philosophical vision. They are not trying to comprehend God and His energies through true scriptural eyes. Not at all. Therefore, they fight each other. And there will be more wars, or more people will be killed. Why? Because they are annihilating cows, which is considered to be one of the mothers. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains in Chaitanya Charitamrita, a Gohanta, a killer of a cow, will take as many birds as the cow has hairs in its body. That many times he takes birth will be slaughtered. Similar way. So these wars, this pandemic, these cloud bursts, earthquakes, all these things are happening, which are natural disasters, will kill people. The devotees can address to the Supreme Lord that if you want to kill all these miscreants, first Krishna said, I descend to protect the devotees. Second, Krishna is saying that I descend to kill the miscreants. The miscreants can be killed simply agitating the material nature, like a hurricane, cyclone, as I mentioned, earthquake, pandemic, wars. The miscreants will be killed. Why do you have to come to kill these demons? No, my main appearance here to manifest my pastimes, that God exists. The material world is not rejected by God completely. Just like a prison house is not completely abandoned by the government. It is the government who supplies all kinds of varieties of food and sleeping facilities to the prisoners. It is not devoid of the attention of the government officials. Similarly, the material creation is actually created by God. So therefore, He has His responsibility to make sure everything is supplied and people are peaceful and happy. Therefore, He gives Himself for people out of ignorance won't take His name, His glories, and they put Him in a sectarian concept that we have created, the so-called religions such as Muslim, Christian, Hindu, Jewish, Jainism, Buddhism, like that. So these are designations. These are not real religions. The real religion means loving God, following the laws of God. But no one does that. So because we were misguided, we are misrepresented, we were misused, therefore we lost the absolute track and living whimsically just for eating and sleeping. There is no goal, and just die like cats and dogs, and the children will take their dead parents or grandparents to the crematorium and just burn the body. That chapter is over. This is what they think, hedonism. As long I am here, let me just earn money and enjoy life. And Krishna descends, no, I am here. But they stamp him as a human being, stamp him as a womanizer, stamp him as a manushya. Different terminology they use and reject the Godhead. They stamp him as some powerful man. Some people stamp him as he was having some mystic powers, some powerful politician, not looking through Shastra Chakshu. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Utkramandam stidam vabi bunjanam tva gunanyodam vimuda nanu pasyanti jnana chakshusa. The fools do not see through the scriptural eyes. Because they don't see through the scriptural eyes, the living entity, how it leaves the body and go to another body. Or it could be said that God's appearances and leelas also, they cannot visualize properly. So this is the mistakes. So the miscreants can be killed by the material nature in the form of all these wars and all. But he says, no, but I advent in this world to take some of the members who are interested in me, and I manifest myself. Just like the head of the nation goes to the prison house and asking them, you guys follow the laws of government, be a good citizen, be a good taxpayer, and change your lifestyle. Don't create troubles to the society. Sometimes he sends his people, or sometimes he even can go and fix these guys. And if they are not doing it, they should. If Indian Prime Minister goes to the Delhi prison house, which is the hardcore prison house, I have heard, and instructing these guys very nicely, for these hardcore fellows, a high command is required. In the sense, a higher personality or the top of the country man should go and speak to them, why you guys are doing this. There is possibility they may change their heart. So we can take another chance to fix these guys. So these are the things. So Lord actually advanced to re-establish the religion because people have drifted away from the real instructions of the Vedic injunctions. Therefore, Krishna most of the time sends his people, or he himself descends. He has multiple purposes when he descends in this world, and he does all those things, such as killing all these kings like Duryodhana, Dushasana, Jarasandha, Rukmi, Narakasur, Banasur, Salva, Shishupal, Jayadratha. So either he himself kills all these guys, or he empowers his devotees to kill all these people. In any way, the Lord finally re-established the religious principles and made Arjuna's grandson, Parikshita Maharaj, as the emperor of the world. We should adopt the same method, that a leader of the country can visit place to place and instruct them. It's all about Jnana, knowledge. The suffering and also the troubles created by these demons are all because of ignorance. Taking this body as the self, taking this planet as the eternal residence, which is not. People are going to die in any way, sooner or later. But what these guys actually do, they accelerate or expedite, speed up their death. This is what they could do. They cannot make people live long. They can only kill people. They cannot stop diseases. They can only increase the medicines and hospitals. They cannot keep everybody young, but they can actually supply some kind of medicinal things to stop their old age, wrinkles, this, that, hair dying. They cannot stop birth. But when the child is in the womb, they can kill them. They cannot reverse death, birth, old age diseases at all. They can only increase those things by their mundane effort. Here are the solutions. Lays when one accepts, adopt the spiritual principles of life. Otherwise, it's practically useless. We are simply wasting time by fighting like animals, by which the entire world is suffering. Even though they have created United Nations, there is no solutions. Still war is going on, death is going on, terrorism is going on. So many ways people are being destroyed. There is no solutions. And when Krishna comes and actually speaks something wonderful, they stamp him as, this is part of some Hinduism. Let us go on killing animals, drink alcohol, and have sex as much as possible. That is my goal of life. Nothing else. Because after death, there is no life. So many children were killed. When we see them, we look upon them so beautiful. But what we can do? All these are nothing but reactions of their karma. Whether it's a small child, a baby, a teenager, or an adult, an old man or woman, or animals. They were all brought to a one place, and just like Krishna brought everyone together in Mahabharata war, and 64 crores of people died in 18 days. There was no similar war in our history, nor will be there in the future. Maybe the Third World War can try to annihilate the people by bombarding in all places, which may be happening because the friction of the bamboos rubbing, the fire actually pops up and devastate the same fire created by the bamboos, the entire bamboo forest. That is what is happening here. The friction between the people destroy the people themselves. It's not that because they have the friction, someone else is going to be perished. No, they themselves are going to be perished. Because the people in this age of Kali Yuga, now, they are neither saintly people, nor they are so much demoniac. Therefore, Krishna compassionately gifted us the holy name of Him. So by chanting, you guys become a pure sadhu, pure saintly people. Doesn't matter which is your social order is, which is your spiritual order is, just chant the holy name and become my devotee. Worship me and pay obeisances to me, and you come to me, Krishna says. So, therefore, Krishna was not coming here. There was no much demons like the olden time. because these demons can be taken care by the head of the nations. And Krishna has given his holy name to chant and purify our heart. Simply by chanting, the good qualities emerge from the heart. So that is the incarnation. Kali Kale Namarubam Krishna Avatara. In this age of Kali Yuga, Krishna descended in his holy name. Whoever chants his holy name, they get the same results 5,000 years ago. The Yadus and Pandavas and Gopis got it simply by chanting. Believe it. It is the Shastric instructions. Just chant the holy name audibly and purify our life. Thank you very much.